Hello students, Sai Ram. Let us continue with the same chapter, chapter number 7, congruence of triangles. And today we will understand criteria for congruence of triangles. In that we will understand SSS congruence criterion, then SAS congruence criterion, ASA congruence criterion, RHS congruence criterion, and then we will do two questions from exercise 7.2. First is criteria for congruency of triangles. If you have two triangles drawn in your notebook and want to verify if they are congruent, you cannot every time cut out one of them and use method of superposition. Instead, we can tell whether two triangles are congruent without testing all the sides and all the angles of the two triangles. For this, let us understand four criterion of congruence. And the first is SSS congruency criteria. To prove two triangles congruent, we use SSS criteria, which means side, side, side criteria. In SSS congruency criteria, all three sides of both the triangles are equal. Now let us see this example to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. This is triangle ABC and this is triangle PQR. So we have to prove these two triangles are congruent. So here you can see this side AB is corresponding to side PQ. Similarly, side AC is corresponding to PR and BC is corresponding to QR. And the measure of the side is also given. They are equal. Now here all three corresponding sides are equal. You can see this side is equal to this side. This side is equal to this side. Even by the mark also we can understand. Here you can see the marking, three lines are there. That means this side is equal to this side. This is 4 centimeter. This is also 4 centimeter. So all the three corresponding sides are equal. So the triangles must be congruent. Now see how to prove it. These are the triangles. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR. First we will write AB. This is the side AB which is equal to PQ. AB is equal to PQ. Both are 5 centimeter. And then BC. BC is this. You can write this also first or you can write this side also. So BC is equal to QR. Both are 4. And then this side AC is equal to PR. Both are, you can see they are 3 centimeter. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS congruence rule. The first rule, first criteria. So, as all here you can see the three sides of this triangle is congruent to the three sides of this triangle. That means they are congruent to each other by SSS congruence rule. Here you note triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Not triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP. You cannot change the order. Order of writing the triangle is important. Now next is SAS congruency criteria. To prove two triangles congruent, we use SAS criteria. This is the second one, second criteria. That is side, angle, side. And in SAS congruency criteria, two sides of both the triangles are equal. And one angle between this side of both the triangles are equal. So here you can see here two sides of both the triangles. You can see here this is the side and here this side is equal to this side of the second triangle. And here you can see this is also another side which is equal to this side. And the angle is in between these two sides. Here also you can see this angle, that means angle B is equal to angle Q. These two are equal. So it it will be congruent by SAS congruency rule. The angle should be in between these two sides. Now let us see how to write this. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, here you can see the measure also is given. Side AB is 5 centimeter, even PQ is 5 centimeter. So we'll write AB is equal to PQ because they measure same, both are 5. And then angle B is 60 degree, even here angle Q is 60 degree. So we'll write angle B is equal to angle Q, both are 60 degree. Then we will write BC is equal to QR, both are 4 centimeter. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR and the congruence rule is SAS. Congruence rule. So you have to write down the rule also. Now let us take this example. Are these triangles congruent? So these are the two triangles given. We have to see whether they are congruent or not. This is triangle ABC. This is triangle FED. Now let us see this one. This side BC. BC is equal to 10 centimeter. Even here you can see this side is also 10 centimeter. So we'll write BC is equal to ED. Both are 10 centimeter. Then we will take this angle. You can see this angle and this angle is same. So this is angle C, this is angle D. Angle C is equal to angle D. Both are 45 degree. And then now we will take this side AC and this side. They are again same 8 centimeter. So we'll write AC is equal to FD. Both are 8 centimeter. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. And the rule is SAS congruence rule. Since here you can see two sides and the angle between them are equal. And you can see the points which are corresponding, the vertex which are corresponding to each other here. C is corresponding, you can see here, this is C. C is corresponding to D here. Similarly, you can see A and F. Here A and this is F. These 2 points are corresponding to each other and the third one B is corresponding to E. So the vertices are also corresponding to each other. So these 2 triangles are congruent by SAS congruence rule. Now the third criteria is ASA congruency criteria. To prove 2 triangles congruent, we use ASA criteria. Means angle, side, angle. In ASA congruency criteria, 2 angles of both the triangles are equal. Here you can see this is one angle, this is one angle. You can see here angle B is congruent to is equal to angle Q. Similarly, angle C is equal to angle R. And the side between these angles. So in between these 2 angles, this is the side. The side between these angles of both the triangles are equal. That means this side is equal to this side. So these 2 triangles are congruent by ASA congruence rule. Now let us see how to write. This is an example in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. You can see here the measure of the angles are also given. Angle B is 40 degree, angle Q is also 40 degree. So we'll write angle B is equal to angle Q. Both are 40 degree. Then we will write here this is the side BC is equal to QR. Both are 5 centimeter. And then we'll take this angle. Angle C is equal to angle R. Both are 80 degree. So you can see here these are the 2 angles and the side is in between. So therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by ASA congruence rule. Because here 2 angles and the side between them are equal. So these 2 triangles are congruent. Then the fourth criteria is RHS congruency criteria. Here both of these triangles have, now here you can see these are the 2 triangles. First condition, it should have a right angle. You can see this angle is right angle. Even here this is right angle. So these 2 are right angle triangle. So the first condition, these triangles should have right angle. Then have their hypotenuse equal. You can see this is the longest side of the triangle. This is also the longest side, which is called hypotenuse. So these two sides are equal. It should be equal. And another side also should be equal. So this is the side which is equal. CB is equal to, you can see here, RQ. So here one side, here this side is equal to this side. These two angles are 90 degree, and hypotenuse of this angle, this triangle, is equal to the hypotenuse of this triangle. So they are congruent by RHS congruence rule. Now let us take this example. Are these triangles congruent? This is one triangle, triangle PQR, and this is another triangle, triangle LMN, or you can say NLM. Now here we will see angle Q is equal to angle L. Right angle. Both are 90 degree. So first condition is fulfilled. Both are 90 degree. And then PR, hypotenuse, will see PR is equal to, you can see, NM. Hypotenuse. Both are 13 centimeter. So they are equal. And then another side, this side will take QR is 5 centimeter. Here LM is also 5 centimeter. So we'll write QR is equal to LM. Side, it is side. So both 5 centimeter. So you will get RHS. Therefore triangle PQR is congruent to triangle NLM by RHS congruence rule. Now children, we will do some questions from exercise 7.2. 7.1 we have done. Now this is the first question, question number 1. First part, which congruence criterion do you use in the following? Now here everything is given here. They have given here, given AC is equal to DF. That means they have given AC, this side is equal to this side. Same way AB is equal to DE. This side is equal to DE. Then they have given BC is equal to EF. Third side is equal to the third side of the other triangle. So this all is given. Now they have given this also, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So what you have to do? You have to just find out the congruence criteria. So this question you can do it in your textbook also. You need not have to write, because these all things are given in the question only. Even the figures are given in the question. So you have to just write down the congruence rule. So as you can see here, all the three sides are equal. Since all the three sides are equal, of both this side, here you can see this triangle, all the three sides are equal to the three sides of the second triangle. So both the triangles are congruent by SSS congruence criterion. So only you have to write down the congruence criterion in your textbook. Now B part I will give for homework. So let us do C part of the same question. Which congruence criterion do you use in the following? Now the question here, you see the figure, and this is given in the question. Given angle MLN is equal to angle FGH. That means here this is FGH and this is, you can see, MLN. That means this angle is equal to this angle. Similarly, angle NML, that means this angle. You can see by the marking also we can understand this angle is equal to this angle given. Angle GFH is this angle. So these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. And ML is equal to FG. That means this segment, this side is equal to this side. And they have given triangle LMN is congruent to triangle GFH. Now you have to just find out the congruence criteria. Since two angles and the side between the angle is equal, so we use ASA congruency rule here. Or you can write here congruence criterion. So this also you can write down in your textbook. Now D part of the same question. These are the two triangles given. Given EB is equal to DB. Here you can see EB is equal to DB. And here they have given, here this is the hypotenuse. You can see here and this is another side. A is equal to, this is another side BC that is given. A is equal to BC. So this side is equal to this side of the other triangle. And then angle A is equal to angle C, both are 90 degree. You can see this is also 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. So triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CDB. That means these two triangles are congruent. Since right angle is equal, hypotenuse is also equal, you can see here, and side is also equal, this side is equal to this side. So we use here RHS congruence criterion. This also you will write down in your textbook. Now question number 2A. Same exercise. You want to show that triangle ART is congruent to triangle PEN. If you have to use SSS criterion. Now here they have given you the criterion which we have to use, SSS. Then you need to show, what you need to show? AR. AR is this side. It is equal to which side? Similarly, RT is equal to dash, and then AT is equal to dash. So as we have to use SSS criteria, it's given in the question, all the three sides must be equal. So therefore what we'll write? AR is equal to PE, segment PE. Similarly, RT is equal to EN, and AT is equal to, you can see here, this is the third side of the triangle PN. So this you will write down in your notebook, or you can write down this in the textbook also. Now C part, B part will be your homework. C part I am showing you. Here you can see, you want to show that triangle ART is congruent to triangle PEN. You can see these two triangles are congruent. If it is given that AT is equal to PN, so it is given AT is equal to PN, and you are to use ASA. Now we have to use ASA criterion. So what you need to have, like what more you have to add with that, you know, this side is equal to this side. It is given AT is equal to PN. So as we have to use ASA criterion here, that means for ASA criterion we have learned two angles and the side between them are equal. So the angles, now this is given, side is given, AT is equal to PN, that is given. So we have to find out the angles. So which angle will take? This angle is equal to this angle. Angle A is equal to angle P. And then we'll take another angle, because then this side will be in between these two angles. Angle T is equal to angle N. So this way we can prove that these two triangles are congruent by ASA congruence criteria. Now children, this is your homework. As I told you, question number 1, B part is your homework. You have to find out the congruence criterion. You can do it in your textbook. Even this one, you can do it in your textbook. Thank you. That's all for today.